The repair shop, healing. This is a story about the awake explorer whose 30-second awakening adventure begins when she becomes determined to fix everything that seems wrong around her. As one repair leads to another, she begins to discover that healing may not always mean changing appearances. It may begin with releasing the belief that something essential has been broken. The female awake explorer arrived at a small neighborhood repair café on a rainy afternoon. A sign in the window read, "Bring what's broken." Inside, volunteers repaired lamps, radios, bicycles, clocks, and small appliances. She smiled. "I like this place already." She placed a cracked table lamp on the counter. It stopped working yesterday. A volunteer examined it. Loose wire. Easy. 10 minutes later, the lamp glowed again. The explorer beamed. "Now that is healing." The volunteer laughed. "That is wiring." At another table, a woman was trying to repair a torn backpack. Nearby, an older man worked on a clock. A teenager held a toaster that had apparently lost the will to toast. Everything in the room had a problem, and almost everything had a solution. The explorer loved it. Broken. Diagnose. Repair. Done. Her smartwatch vibrated. Course correction. Healing is not always making the form perfect. Sometimes it is releasing the belief that the problem defines what is whole. She looked at the message, then at the repaired lamp. "That sounds less satisfying." The volunteer smiled. "Most things are." A few minutes later, the explorer received a message from a friend, still waiting for the medical results. Trying not to panic, immediately the explorer wanted to help. She typed, "Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be fine," then stopped. Was she sure? No, she deleted it. Next she typed, "You need to stay positive," deleted that too. She stared at the screen. Her instinct was the same as it had been with the lamp. Find problem. Repair problem. Make fear disappear. But her friend was not a lamp. She finally wrote, "I'm here with you. You don't have to pretend you're not scared." The reply came quickly. "Thank you." That's what I needed. The explorer sat back. Nothing had been fixed. The test results had not changed. The uncertainty remained. And yet something had softened. Across the room, the older man working on the clock sighed. "Can't repair it." The owner looked over. "Why not?" "Gear is worn through. No replacement available." The explorer watched as he handed the clock back to its owner. "I'm sorry." The woman holding it smiled sadly. "It belonged to my father." The explorer expected disappointment. Instead, the repairman said, "We can clean it, preserve it. It just may not keep time anymore." The woman nodded. "That's enough." The explorer looked at the clock differently. Not repaired, still valued, still loved, still meaningful. Maybe healing and fixing were not always the same thing. Later, she volunteered to help sort donated items. A chipped ceramic bowl caught her attention. "Trash?" The owner shook his head. "Someone is taking it home." "With that crack? She likes it." The explorer laughed. "This place is destroying my whole system." "What system?" "Broken means bad. Fixed means good." The owner nodded. "That system keeps us busy." By evening, the rain stopped. The explorer carried her repaired lamp outside. She thought about all the forms of healing she had expected throughout her life. The body should stop hurting. The relationship should return to what it was. The past should no longer sting. The fear should disappear. The mistake should be undone. Sometimes those changes happened. Sometimes they didn't. But what if healing could also mean no longer using pain as proof of brokenness? No longer using uncertainty as proof of danger? No longer using a scar as proof that wholeness had been lost? She stopped beneath a streetlight. Her friend messaged again. No results yet. Still scared, but calmer. The explorer smiled. She did not send advice. She sent, "I'm still here." That felt enough. Back at the retreat house, she plugged in the lamp. Warm light filled the room. The repaired wire mattered. Practical care mattered. Medicine mattered. Rest mattered. Honest conversations mattered. Healing was not an excuse to ignore form, but perhaps form did not have the final word about wholeness. The explorer sat beside the lamp. Her watch remained quiet. She thought about the old clock that could no longer keep time, the cracked bowl someone still wanted, her frightened friend waiting for an answer. None fit neatly into. Broken, fixed, finished. Life was more tender than that. She turned off the lamp. The room went dark. Nothing essential disappeared. The explorer smiled. Maybe healing was not the moment everything finally became perfect. Maybe it was the moment she stopped demanding perfection as proof that wholeness was still there.